Crafting with Dollar Tree fabric has become one of my favorite ways to craft because of all their beautiful designs every single season and holiday. They come in these little bundles, and I always grab about maybe two of each design because I just love having some extra ones on hand. These are leftover from other projects, and I'm just going to use this beautiful fall design one and cut strips of 3 inches each, as well as cutting them then in half. So they're about 3 inches by about 6 inches. Did the same thing with blue fabric. This foam pumpkin is from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to use a tool just to kind of make dents in all of those edges from the pumpkin design. I'm not going all the way through. I'm just denting it right now. Then I'm going to take my X-Acto knife, and I'm actually going to cut halfway through the foam. I'm not cutting all the way in. The pumpkin is hollow. So I'm just going to make a dent right on all of those edges and then cut off completely the stem because we are going to be replacing it. I saw this technique on Pinterest recently, and I had never tried it before, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give this a try because it looks really fun. I'm going to place one fabric, and I'm just going to start inserting it into that slit that I made. Again, it doesn't go all the way through to the inside, just about halfway. And I'm just going to cut and keep pressing and pushing it in as needed with this tool. This tool is one of those weeding tools that you can use when working with vinyl. I did the same thing with the other fabric, and then I'm going to continue to do so, alternating the designs. I'm going to speed it up here for you because it did take a little bit, but that's okay. I really enjoyed the process. And in a little bit, I'm going to tell you about Skillshare, which is today's sponsor. It's coming along so cute. All right, so I'm just inserting here this one, and you can tell that I'm just cutting and inserting and pushing it in, and it just has this great plush look without it being plush. All right, so now for the top and the bottom, I'm just going to use my hot glue tip and just kind of add hot glue and push as needed so they're all joined together. I'm going to add one of these leaves that I have from other projects. I've used these all the time. I love them. And then I'm going to use one of these wooden stems from Dollar Tree and just press it right there, right on top. Then I'm going to add one of these fall leaves and add it right there. And then just a cute little simple flower just right there because the fabric is the star of the show. Love this technique. I'm so glad I tried it. It was actually really easy, but I'd love to know what you think of this one. Sewing is a skill that I have been wanting to get better at for years, and Skillshare is helping me do so. Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives with thousands of classes led by industry experts. So stay tuned because on my next fabric video, I'm going to be sewing some of the projects. I'm so excited. The class that I am taking is Sewing Basics, Make Your Own Clothing by Denise Barron. And let me tell you, I just love the details, the close-up, and just the step-by-step instructions that she offers throughout. And not only just in the DIY crafting world, of course, they have different lessons on filming and illustration, design, freelance, you name it. With kids being back to school now, it's a perfect opportunity to use that extra time at home to learn a new skill or further your current skills. So when you're done watching this video, go down to the description box. There is a link there, and the first 500 people to use it will receive a month free trial of Skillshare. So there's nothing to lose. Go ahead and check it out. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, I'm going to take this wooden pumpkin blank, and I love that it's so large. This fabric is stunning. The designs, the colors. So I'm going to cut a piece off of it just to make sure that I have enough. Spray the surface with adhesive spray and then just place the fabric right on top. I'm going to flatten it out, let it completely harden and dry, and then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to cut off the excess fabric from the edges as well as the face. I'm going to use a brown marker just to line that inside of the details of the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. This is so that it's not bland and it kind of stands out and just darkens it a little bit. Anyways, I'm using a regular marker, whatever you have. You can also use black if you'd like, or maybe even a deep orange will look very good. All right, so now we are going to take some aluminum foil and I'm just going to fold it and then I'm just going to make that stem a little longer. And aluminum foil works really well because it allows you to then bend and twist in whatever design you want. I made it a little too long at first and I did cut it just a little bit, but again, it's a large pumpkin, so you can do whatever you want. I'm going to take burlap ribbon, I'm going to fold it in half, and then I'm just going to wrap it around that stem, hot gluing it in place as needed. So now it's time to add some of these fairy lights. You know I love these. I love these. I'm obsessed with them. I'm going to tape them to the back, and this is so that we can add a nice glow, kind of like what a jack-o'-lantern would look like. And we're just going to use masking tape, and we're going to do it all around, making sure that it's close enough to the openings, but not showing. For the battery pack, I'm just going to tape the excess cord and then hot glue the battery pack right there. All right, so let's add some greenery, although you can leave it like this. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm just going to add some of these fern picks, one facing one way and the other one the other way. And then I'm going to add this bright orange color leaves from Dollar Tree. These are from Dollar Tree, by the way. And then this beautiful orange sunflower. And then I did add a couple leaves, one to each side, just to add a little fullness and pop of colors. And then we are going to add one more jute string right here in the back. This is so that we can hang it. And I can't wait for you to see it, especially at night. Just wait. It's gorgeous. I love this design. What a fun way to use these wood blanks. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, I'm going to take this beautifully designed fabric. We're just going to iron it just a little bit to remove some of the folds. Now, recently I did a faux leather video and I did this cute little pumpkin. And I'm going to do something similar with the fabric that's actually going to be easier and way more detailed. I took this wood round from Dollar Tree from leftover, I think it was spring, and I'm just going to use it as a guide, trace a circle, and then cut off the excess fabric. Then I'm going to take my stitching needles and I'm going to thread some jute string right through it and tie the other end in a knot. Okay. Now the string needs to be long enough to go all around the fabric. All right. So now we're going to thread it in and out through, leaving about maybe a quarter of an inch on the outside of the edge. And we're going to do that all the way to the end until both strings meet. And then we're going to pull just like this. Almost looks like a little shower cap. All right, once you have it somewhat closed, we're going to stuff it up with some pillow stuffing, and then we're going to zip it all the way through. So we're just going to tighten it and then tie it in a simple knot right there. Now, don't cut off the excess string because we're going to use the string to create that pumpkin look. So we're going to thread that needle again, and then we are just going to poke it through the bottom, through the middle, and the top, just like that. And then you want to pull to create that pumpkin side look. You know what I'm talking about? I'm going to do this several times so that it has that pumpkin look all around. But don't cut off the excess string because we're going to tie it to each other at the end. How adorable is this looking? Oh my word. Okay, so I tied it. Now you can cut off the excess and this is what it's looking like. How cute. And you can do this any size. You can make massive big ones and use them as pillows for your couch. Think about that for a minute. All right, I used another one of those wooden stumps and just hot glued it in the center. And I'm going to add this beautiful, cute little orange leaf and a foam acorn from Dollar Tree. And look how stunning this looks. It is tiny but mighty. Let me tell you, this is such a cute craft and it's so easy. It will be a fun one to make with kiddos also. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we are going to make some ornaments. Who said ornaments are only for Christmas? I didn't. I have made ornaments for Easter, for Christmas, of course, and I've made several throughout the year. So I'm going to make some fall ones, and we're going to take these wood slices. These are from, I think it was Amazon that I got them. I need to get more because I ran out. I'm going to add a layer of Mod Podge, and I'm going to put them to the side to dry. Then we're going to cut out some of these leftover fabric and just going to make some cuts so that we have enough fabric to cover each wood slice. And then once the Mod Podge was dry, we're going to add the fabric to each wood slice, add some parchment paper, and then iron it on. And I love this technique. If this is new to you or you're new here, a technique that I learned very recently. It attaches paper and fabric and napkins. It is such a good technique, and I just love it because it's so easy. All right, so they are attached. Now I'm just going to use my scissors to cut off the excess. Now you can use an X-Acto knife, but using my scissors on an angle form, kind of see how I'm cutting it. It really cut it close to the edge, and it worked really well. All right, so now we're going to use this weeding tool, and we're just going to poke that hole. The slices already had holes, but we're just going to make sure that the fabric has that hole as well. And then we're going to bring back that stitching needle, and we're going to thread the ribbon that we're going to be using for our ornaments right through each little hole. And then we're going to tie it in a knot close to the wood slice and another knot on the top so we can hang them. How fun are these? And definitely something you can do many of and even sell them. All right, so we're going to add a little embellishments to each. These are all going to look different, but yet complement each other between little flowers and picks and pumpkins and leaves. Whatever you want to add is up to you. Just make sure it's sized appropriately. But look how adorable these look, like a set. I am so happy with the way these turned out. You can hang these on any plant or just laying on console table. But let me know what you think of these. I have another video here for you with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY crafts. If you want to check it out, click on it. Don't forget to check out also the link in the description box. Thank you, Skillshare, for sponsoring today's video.